All right. Sorry, I'm just still just so shocked that I have this much room on my PlayStation. I'm a little worried that the kids might have deleted some stuff. So now I'm gonna have to check. But that's okay, because it's not really anything. I guess it's more just like I don't want them deleting certain videos that they did, just because I find it cute. But we're still keeping it on local storage, on a protected network. So that's, yeah. So it's about as good as it gets for now. And like, unfortunately, and that is like, yeah. But at the same time, the people that are bold enough to take advantage of certain situations, we're hopefully closing in on. So. Booyah! Anyways, now back to the fun and happiness of Caustic Caverns. Like, we're gonna keep banging these out, because this is, oh. Like, I got that comment, yeah, keep going, you can do it. And I'm like, yes, yes, and I wanted to, like, show every nook and cranny of this game. It is so much fun. Hurrah! How absurd. Oh. When you hear the noise... Although, wait, I think I have a... Wait, now I want to have one do it. Because then they turn into these things, then they become slightly more annoying. Of course, that just, like, nuked everything. It's a passive nuking ability. There you go. You gotta, like, hit them to encourage them to, like, evolve. I think. Yep, see that one. And now... Oh, I tried to push square. And so I guess if you turn in the mission... So that is a thing, and I think I've done that before, is if you don't turn in the mission, then you come up on that, and like you can still use the evolutionary injector unless they fixed it. Which could be. I mean, if it was a bug. But then, a bug for a bug.
Keep warm. When my powers combine.
I love this. This whole, and I would never know into this tree if I didn't get outside of my comfort zone. Because I usually play the middle one, and I'll show that one too, the Mania. And Bloodlust might be something to do because that like creates like explosive corpses, I think. Like, let's see, killing an enemy causes them to explode with an elemental nova matching the element of the damage that killed it, with non-elemental damage creating an explosive nova. Nova damage is increased for each stack of Bloodlust. And Bloodlust is kind of like a throwback to, the first time I heard that was Warcraft 2. And then you could cast Bloodlust for the Ogre Mages could do it. And I think you could cast Bloodlust as one of the Archmages or something on if you were playing as Orcs. So, and this kind of reminds me of that, playing as Orcs in Warcraft. Ooh, also, let's see, so here's this. A lost audio message from the crew of the DSS Sanctuary mining platform. So, and then you got the SS and the Hitler thing, but then also SS could be ship, like, and then the DSS. So there's a number of things this could be. I'm thinking it's like the something SS for ship, but you never know. It's like a slippery slope to becoming a Nazi corporation.
Mrs. Harchick, I don't think you understand. You can't mine these creatures. They're living beings. Without the crystals, they'll die. Sanctuary could easily find another dig site. My security team and I are not hunting these creatures for you. Period. Security Officer Booth, signing off.
Miss Booth, need I remind you of the terms of your contract? Your security team is meant to assist my excavation crew. Whether or not you agree with my policies is irrelevant. Shut your mouth, grab your gun, and bring me my crystals like a good little girl.
Oh. It gets so intense. Okay, whatever. At some point, you just gotta move on because you could fight these all day. Or you could go, ah!
Keep it flowing.
Okay.
I'm rising.
Oh. Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Oh wait, should I get a? Oh, whoa, that's like some like
I can't wait
Super
to taste
Saiyan,
your love.
and that's where these things come from.
Arr!
Where we were doing like little damage, but we could still do it. Ah. Haha. Whew. Okay. Also, while we're in the middle of a mission, let's get another mission. A minecart mischief. A mysterious cave and an abandoned
I will
minecart.
say this only once. Your job is to escort the rock chunk to the mineral smasher and deliver the iridium to your supervisor. If you are caught stealing precious minerals from the dig site, you will be shot.
Okay. I don't know why this is doing corrosive damage. I mean, I feel like it's our status effects. But I don't know. There's too much going on for me to really understand, but it's awesome. I know that. So I don't really have to know. Same with Tiny Tina's. It is such a good game, but it's harder to play because there's a lot more dialogue and a lot more pausing, and I'm more, you know, go action. Like, let's go kill things while we hear the story. Same with Tales of the Borderlands. I need to go check that out, but it's a more of a choose your own adventure. Oh my gosh! No, this is death. This is death. Yeah, there's no way around it there. I was ill prepared for this one.
Let me hear those screams.
No, I'm being pulled in. Curse you.
No last words for the eighth.
Okay. Ah. Oh, you can't. Ah, no. We're gonna die. Okay. Oh, or maybe not. Maybe not.
Time. Kill, kill, kill.
Oh, that didn't heal me. Why? I need some, not fire, but what else can I? I love that you could just like pause in the middle of a fight. Like, what can I do? Whew. Okay. So that. Drop the hammer. We got 239 or this one, but this one, yeah, let's do the data. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. Ah! Alright. Had to go sometime, but... And that thing's still going to be around. It's still going to be lurking, so there's a chance. So, little backstory. That thing pops up randomly. The other place is in, Highlands, Overwash?
To clarify that the bright light you saw after death was our digistruct technology, not a higher power.
Not higher than... And that's another funny thing about, like, you know, people that go to, like, AA or stuff like that. There's a whole higher power concept where you don't have to believe in a god. You just have to believe in a higher power that has higher power than you over your own ability to drink or to not drink. And that actually makes sense. I mean, some people call it addiction. You know, some people call it substance abuse. But at the end of the day, it's drinking alcohol, consuming alcohol, whether it's healthy amounts or unhealthy amounts. And in my opinion, there's no real healthy amounts. Like, you're taking a risk against your own health for a temporary euphoric state. And then by that definition, well, that's all of drug use and substance abuse in a nutshell. So, bada bing. But, oh. Anyways. Except for marijuana. I mean, I'm glad the fire breath does it, because that would be really disappointing if I couldn't smash those. Ah! Okay, you basically just gotta shoot the crystals and then they die. Oh, but then like I heard like another one, I think. Maybe. Oh, and this one, trash loot. Okay. Yeah, we should do the Borderlands 3 in half-hour segments, because that one, I did it, but I did them in, like, gigantic, well, same as Borderlands 2. I did giant streams. Oof. Wait. Sorry, just... Yes. Ah! Oh, excuse me. Find the minecart. So we could do both right now. Actually, let's go ahead and switch back to the other one. So I'm doing, this is like multi-processing. You're doing 2 or 3 different jobs at the same time. We're doing Safe and Sound as the overreaching, like the global mission down here. Then we're also doing Perfectly Peaceful. We're picking up the origin stories, checking the map to see where they're at. And yep, there's one right there. But Minecart Mischief. There we go. So I'm going to mark that. So you have now a way to do both. And Borderlands 3 actually improves on this. I feel like you can still do it this way. But they made it even easier to follow missions and multiple missions at once. But for now... Oh yeah. Tronimo! Some miner's grave. A lost item. Okay, so this is still the same message.
Heartless bitch. My team has guns. Your team has pickaxes. Move the ship or we'll move it for you. Security Officer Booth signing off.
You don't have all the guns, dear. Now, unless anyone from the late Ms. Booth's security team has anything else to say, bring me my goddamned crystals!
Yep, and that's how you get the ugly, because she needs to get the crystals, because she's got shareholders to answer to. I mean, we're just in here doing this to do this, like... I don't have to do this in the real world, I wouldn't want to, but... No, and I would be dead in a second, because... Like, we don't have these, like, enhancements and stuff like that. I was just watching the Mario movie the other day, too. Which I bought on the Amazon Prime. See, that's the thing, is, like, we just need to get people money. We need to make realistic incomes. We also need to make things cheaper, too. Because, like, I also got Futurama for, like, $5. I got the first season. Now, when I went and got the disc set, which, granted, I got a lot of use out of that. And, like, it made it through multiple moves to multiple households. Like, I had multiple roommates get to enjoy it too, so that was a really good investment, what I spent on the disc sets. But I didn't have, like, a streaming service or nothing like that. And now, like, I don't know, that's why I'm hesitant to do the new Futurama with the Hulu. Which, and I'm not the only one, so they're gonna find ways to make it available to other people. We just might not get to see it right away. And that's fine. Like, we've kind of had to deal with that. Same with Nintendos and PlayStations and Xbox. Like, they sell it for really expensive in the beginning to pay their people. Ah! I don't want none. Oh, dang it, we're gonna have to. Maybe I can pull this off. There we go. Whew. Running over here. So the minecart's above us. We could go and do that. Or we could get the last audio log. Let's do the minecart mischief, because I think to get the last audio log, it's about the same place.
Is an antique piece of dull machinery. If you were gazing slack-jawed at your feet when Sanctuary flew into the air, you might not know the Doll Corporation held a great interest in Pandora's resources once upon a time.
Shut up!
Oh no. We don't have pistol ammo. That's what happens when you overuse your weapons. I've been relying too heavily on pistols. Now I'm kind of hosed. Like, I need to use a different type of gun. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Alright, we'll do shotties and SMGs. And we'll keep that around. Okay. All reloaded. Whew. So now let's go ahead and switch to this mission so we know what we're doing. Push minecarts. Oh no. This is gonna be so brutal. Ah. Okay. Whew. Adapt. Be dynamic. Ah. Oh. Explosions. Okay. Ah. Oh. Okay. Whew. No. Ah. Okay. Whew. All right. Do. Getting that money. Oh no. Yes. I don't know why it happened. But I am slagged. I just even thought about hurting this Crystallisk. And I'm out. Wait, which one is it? Ah, it's all the way back here.
Airlock 1 reached. Please open airlock.
Yeah, take that. Alright, sorry, let's focus. And we're also wasting grenades. Okay.
Still escorting a minecart due to your egregious overqualification for menial labor? Fantastic. Let's get back to story time. So, the doll miners found it difficult to get the iridium off-planet, and soon found themselves wrestling with the Atlas Corporation as they fought over the same resources. As it turns out, word of a vault can travel many galaxies.
So remember Atlas, because Borderlands 3, like, it's so good. The story arcs and everything. Ah. Okay. Whew. That was close. We're also getting pistol ammo, mind you, so we will be able to switch back to that very shortly, as long as we continue to collect ammo. Oh, and remember the bad fire pyre thing was over there. We don't want none of that. So let's stay over here. And hope that it doesn't find us. Because that's death. It is so absurd.
Airlock 2 reached. Please open airlock.
Okay. Use the street sweeper.
As it turns out, it turned tail when the Crimson Lance showed up and flexed their various muscles. The central issue being that Dahl brought many workers here, including myself, and left without evacuating most of us. The bandits you fight out there used to be family men, workers, scientists. We're all broken because of them.
Yep. Also, fun fact, Operation Paperclip was where we converted a bunch of Nazi scientists and rocket scientists and engineers to the U.S. as like leniency for working for the Nazi regime. Although, like, you know, if it were backwards and the Nazis did win, like everyone that fought for the U.S. Army and the Allies would be subject to the similar things. So, I don't know. It's interesting to contemplate, like, you know, how close we could have come to maybe everyone speaking German, or, you know, because eventually people would have figured out, like, no, we can't do this, it's not sustainable, and I feel like some uprising or another would have still outed them. Just like right now, we're still trying to fix our own government. Like, there are some horrible flaws, and we know this, and we're working on it. But we're also working on trying to fix the rest of the world.
You make me vomit!
So. Oh, I like the double tap now. Oh. Yeah, this does good. And mind you, these are all the guns that we got from those, oh, I almost died. Oh, let's also get another skill, why not? Alright, so, like, we could go through and read all these, like, you know, well, so damage is reduced when you're on fire. Okay, so it actually, like, heals you. But not. I mean, it doesn't actually heal you, but it reduces damage so much. Ooh, we should probably pump more. But it's when you are on fire. What about slagged? What's this? All elemental status effects have a chance to light you on fire. Yes. Okay. So that is good now that I understand that fire good, basically. And we're almost out of shotgun shells, mind you, so now we need to... Whew. We do need to switch it up. Alright. Oh. Cool. Oh, sorry. Analysis paralysis, more like I'm just still thinking of this other problem I'm trying to solve, and I got to do it carefully and respectfully, and, you know, the parameters of this requirement, basically. Because, you know, people think that it stops at, like, tech testing or whatever. Like, no, you gotta figure out what's good and what's not, and understand boundaries and all that good stuff. I'm speaking in very vague parables. One day I'll probably reveal what it is. Maybe when I write my memoirs in a book, and then I sell it for untold amounts of money, and then use that money to do further philanthropic things. No, because already I'm testing these retro games, and I fully plan on, like, donating, like, a few retro games to something, if I can figure out a way to make them useful. Like, if I can encourage the right people to maybe go into business to make an arcade, or find an arcade, donate some retro things, and maybe they can do some lax rules, or maybe give some discounts for kids that might not be able to afford the regular arcade stuff. So, or really just the idea of arcades in general. Like, we need to bring them back, make them more accessible, more of them maybe, I don't know. Because it's like gaming in public. Like, yeah, those that can afford gaming in private, like I'm doing in my own home, like, that's great. But a lot of people can't really afford that, or if they can't afford 3 sets of headphones to cycle through if one breaks down. So, and like, I get it. So, like, arcades. And really just maybe, like a library for tech equipment. Or like a rent to own. Or, I don't know, because you gotta be careful, because if it gets to a library status, people might not be the best with them. So, a library, but then, like, you still break it, you buy it. That could take a while. But that could be the ticket. So if you get a library that checks out gaming equipment and gaming supplies to families and households, maybe even a rent-own situation. We should do a lot more rent-to-owns. Like, instead of layaway, like, be trusting of people and just give them the bill. And then when they can't pay, I don't know. Like, you got to figure that out. But maybe they could do that if we stopped arresting people and giving them large, massive fines and fees. Or if they have to go to court for things like family court and all of the money that they have to spend on that, or the lawyers, or so then we make education cheaper. Ugh, it all wraps into it. Let's crush some ore. We just top the whole thing. You do not want to do that, because then that would crush it all together. But, you know, this is a game. Ah! See, I was trying to do this because it has a blade on it, so it's got good melee. Or at least I would be led to believe that. If it's a low level, then maybe not. And that's why it's good to purge the levels every now and then. But sometimes you have some really good loot from back in the day that's just like really good still. Or you just get sentimental with it. Oh, that's my favorite gun. Like, this one is one of my favorite guns. I don't even know the name of it because I don't care. I love that it has a cool name, but I just look it up every time. See, budding. No, it's the Judge or the Fast Law, the Daydaw. I remember the Daydaw more than the Fast Law. Anyways, so pick up raw iridium.
You know, not to stifle your menial victories with deep enlightened thought, but one must assume a deeper connection between the demon's spewing vault and the limitless iridium in this planet. Perhaps someday I will uncover these secrets and, further down the line, invent a dance based around sneezing.
You know what? Like Hollywood and Wall Street with the massive influx of riches and wealth, the perversion of said wealth and capitalism. Oh, ho, ho, that chunk of rock never knew I hit it. I'm just kidding. I could have read anything right after saying that and been like, oh, profound or whatever. That's the underlying moral of this game is human behavior, human psychology, human actions. Let's find the last evidence origin. And let's see if we have some loot over here. I mean, we do, but if it's worth it. Usually pretty good production, 800. The Pokey Doki D. Alright, that was worth it. Let's get rid of something else. Let's see, this thing, it's still, This is my new rocket launcher. So I only like to have like one or two. Like, I have the shock one for if I come up against something that has a big shield that I might need it for, but honestly, I feel like all my other shock weapons can destroy a shield pretty quickly, no matter how big the shield is. So shock weapons are very good at destroying shields. Either that, or I'm willing to take enough shots to make it happen. Force it through. Alright. That doesn't sound good. Yeah! Let's do it the old-fashioned way, fisticuffs. Don't you run away from me. Aha. Okay.
What do you mean they're fighting back? Booth said they were as docile as bloody kittens. Give me that gun, you coward! Aim for the blue one! Aim for the blue one!
Oops.
Well, that was rather dark. Please return to me at your earliest convenience.
Oh, sorry, Hammerlock. All right, so also, let's see. Yeah, look at all that. Wait a minute. Those are pickaxes. So there is a little bit of a rebellion revolt with that. And then blue. This is probably her. I think that's probably where the echo was. So when I picked up all that stuff, when I was trying to pick up all this stuff, it got the thing, the audio log as well. So that's one kind of thing. It is kind of like a bug and a feature, like kind of both and kind of not. But anyways, I'll leave that for this episode. The next episode, we will find someone we've been talking about. Or, well, do with that as you will. You'll just have to see. All right, see you in the next one.